Got some not so great news today, but it's also not that bad of news. And I'm going to explain it to you. What is up, Finn fans? Two for today because we got more clarity and more understanding about Achane. Jeez. On Devon Achane's injury, and obviously I'm just going to jump right into him. I'm not going to beat around the bush. The Miami Dolphins have put him on injured reserve. Now, he is out for a minimum of 4 weeks. So he will miss this Sunday's game. He will miss the Eagles game. He will miss the Patriots game. And he'll miss the game over in Germany against the Kansas City Chiefs. Then they have a bye, and he will be back for the Raiders game. So it's nothing serious enough. There's no tear in his knee. There's no meniscus, anything like that. It's just something that he needs to rest on. So they are putting him on an injured reserve, and he'll miss the next 4 weeks. But he'll most likely than not be back for the Raiders game after the bye. So, normally when, the second leading rusher in the NFL and a guy who has been tearing it up like Achane has been, you see this and you go, but Jeff Wilson Jr. is coming back. He's already practicing. Raheem Mostert has been doing great. It just so happens that Devon is just tearing it up in his opportunities. Like, Raheem had more carries last Sunday against the Giants. I think 20 more carries than Devon had, but Devon had more yards because that's just the dynamic play of Devon. But we still have Raheem. Jeff Wilson's coming back. Chris Brooks is still doing his thing, and Savon Ahmed. So it sucks because I want him to destroy the rookie rushing record, and I want him to have a ridiculous amount of rushing touchdowns, but I'd prefer to have him down the stretch when we really need him against the teams and against the playoff run that we are going to be on. Yes, I said are because we're sitting at 4-1 right now, and you should have that mentality, even though we got to wait and see. So there's that. Then there is some other updates about Connor Williams. He did not practice today, dealing with the groin issue. Jeff Wilson was at practice. He was limited, but he looked really good, Tua said. So again, Jeff Wilson coming in. Ingold didn't practice because of a foot. I'm assuming, again, it's Wednesday. We'll know a lot more on Friday, but if I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm telling Connor Williams and I'm telling Alec Ingold, just relax today. Don't go rehab, go see the physical trainers, do whatever you got to do to be 100% for Sunday. Don't stress it, go whatever. And I think that's what happened. Now, it's not a rest day because they're getting treatment. If you get treatment, it has to be listed as whatever reason. Like, what was it? I think it was yesterday, or not yesterday, it was last week or the week before, Xavier Howard got a rest day, which means he wasn't there, but he wasn't getting treatment. He was just getting a rest day. Whereas Connor Williams and Alec Ingold are getting treatment. But I'm like, I would say a good 80% that if they needed to play tomorrow, they would. It's probably, look, just go get some treatment, stretch it out, ice it up, and we'll see how you're feeling tomorrow type situation. I'm not too stressed about Connor Williams and Alec Ingold not being at practice today. It is, again, very happy to see Jeff Wilson limited, but looking real good there. Then they asked Mike McDaniel about Chase Claypool and could he play tight end. And Mike McDaniel joked that Mike White could be practicing as punt returner. But he said that he's a wide receiver, essentially. And then Mike White reiterated that and said, ouch. But no, he's going to be our wide receiver, which is really awesome to see. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, kind of talk about the Devon Achane. I have to mentally think about his name without saying Achane. It is Achane without saying, good. Stick with that, Doug. Don't try to say the other one. Give you guys some insight and update on that. I'm not worried about it. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not. It does, like I said, it does suck, and it's an NFL team, so don't be like, oh, rest Connor Williams, rest Alec Ingold, rest Tyreek Hill. We're just facing the Panthers. That's how you lose. That's how you lose to a winless team. You play them as if they are a 5-0 team. You don't go into games like, oh, they're just 0-5. Well, let's get ready for because then that's how you lose. So it does suck we don't have Devon, but I'd prefer to have him down the stretch. And that's the other thing I kind of want to talk about and kind of briefly address is after the bye, the Dolphins are going to be situated where they are going to, go on a little bit of a, they got the bye. Then they're home against the Raiders, which is awesome. Then they go to the Jets, short week, but again, they were home. Then they go to Washington. Then they're home Tennessee Monday night, home Jets, home Cowboys, go to Baltimore, home Bills. So after the bye, the last 8 games, 5 of them are home, which is amazing. And we're only, I think as of right now, record-wise, we're only playing 3 teams that have winning records after the bye. But that's as of right now. So after the bye is when you really get a tear, right? Say worst case scenario, the Dolphins lose to the Eagles and they lose to the Chiefs. I'm not saying they will, but let's say they do. And they beat the Panthers and they beat the Patriots. They will go into the bye being 6-3? Yeah, they'll be 6-3. And then say we win our home games, that's 11-5. But I could see us, doing more than that. So, but my whole point, I'm like going off on this little tangent, and I have a point for this. My whole point is, say we go into the bye 6-3, we're still right there. We're still worst case scenario, one game out of first place in the AFC East. We're still, because the Bills will probably win the next 2 games, next 3 games. We're still in that whole situation. Then we have Devon Achane coming back. We have Jalen Ramsey coming back. Teron Armstead could probably come back for the Chiefs game because they put him on the IR last week, so he's got 4 weeks, but they'll wait. We got Teron Armstead coming back, and we got Nick Needham coming back. Our team after the bye is going to be healthy, and we're getting very important guys back for a very important stretch. The most important one is obviously Jalen Ramsey. The way I'm hearing, what I'm hearing about him, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back for that Raiders game, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he came back for like the Washington game. And then that 6-game stretch, we have a very healthy defense and a very healthy offense. So my whole point about this is I'm trying to make everyone feel better about Achane being hurt is we're going to get him back just when we need him. Right after that bye, worst case scenario in my mind, we're 6-3. Best case scenario in my mind, I see us being 7-2. And we just take care of business, and we got our guys coming back, and they're healthy. That's why I like having a Week 10 bye. It's like right in the middle of the season, doing our thing. I'm excited. But again, he is going to IR. He's going to be out for 4 weeks. I think it's a shoulder injury. Hopefully it's, oh no, it was a knee. Don't listen to me. I've been doing 9,000 things today. But he's going to be all right. He will be back. It's not a season-ending injury, which is happy about. No surgery is needed. No tears, no nothing. All good news because yesterday we heard possible this, possible that. Everyone was expecting the worst. This is the better of all the worsts. Kind of like with Nick Chubb, where he destroyed his knee, but he can play football again. So just want to give you guys some updates and all of that stuff, and on Claypool, who might play on Sunday against the Panthers, which is going to be very interesting to see what he can do. I want to see him line up on the outside and have Waddle and Hill. Very excited to see how that goes because we'll see how that all pans out. I'm very, very excited. And we'll see Raheem do his thing, and Jeff Wilson and Brooks. We've seen Brooks do his thing already against the Broncos. It's going to be real fun. But I'll see you guys on Friday. Again, if other stuff happens, you'll get a video. But I'll see you guys on Friday with a preview. And then Sunday, 1 o'clock, I will be live with my father. Dolphins hosting the Panthers. But on that, like usual, stay classy. And fins up.